Hello YouTube, right, a bit late again with the Doctor Who videos. Well, I've just watched it, what a fantastic episode. Extremely hyper intelligent, very trippy, almost insane. It reminded me of, do you remember Dave Bowman in 2001? I sort of got that sort of feel, you know, where he's in that room where the aliens have put him. Do you know what I mean? It was sort of really interesting how, you know, time was repeating itself over and over again at first, and then he died, he recoupled himself with the transporter, and then eventually, like millions of years to billions of years, whatever, he finally punched through the dimensional barrier, and that's when it just blew me away, when he picked up, when I saw the Tolkien-esque castle. You know, that castle looks something out of like Lord of the Rings, didn't it? You know, it were in his last will and testament, and so I thought, when I saw it beginning, because I avoided all stuff and reviews on it, so I didn't know what were going on, so I watched it tonight. I knew it was, you know, the transporter thing, Time Lord technology with the discs, and it was like Time Lordish looking. They have that sort of sense of style to the technology with the like the you know, the chains and the wheels and them computer graphics they use, you know, like that sort of weird sort of Victorian architect sort of feel to it. Do you know what I mean? And I thought it's got a bit Time Lords behind this. It was like, you know, and then suddenly we got to the whole thing of the prophecy, and this is where I'm going to go into something really interesting. Some of my Doctor Who friends won't have it. The hybrid, yeah, I always thought, I sort of agreed with him, it wouldn't be the Daleks, you know what I mean? I know they tried to create that, but Daleks are purists, aren't they? But do you remember the episode with Paul McGann and the Master looked through the Eye of Harmony in the TARDIS and said you're half human? You get that extra one regeneration or that one extra life. And a lot of people went a bit mad about it, didn't they? You know, so it's the other warrior race is the human race, Time Lord and human, and it's looking that way. You know, he's half human. Because I always thought that had been buried for a good few years, but it was there. It's canon. It's fact. The Doctor is half human. Unless, of course, there'll be some twist to it where they'll probably undermine and rewrite it. Do you know what I mean? But at the moment they've never really done that. So it's the Doctor half human. I mean, that's officially in the episode with Paul McGann. This episode, absolutely fantastic. Had me on the edge of my seat. What the mind my language, I won't swear, what was going on? You know, it was mind-blowing. Also, the insanity of the Doctor, that he's not very good being on his own. You know what I mean? It's not good for him to be on his own, because he gets darker, doesn't he? And he starts, you know what I mean? Having a companion, it holds him back. And, you know, I like the thing with Clara popping up the guilt and all the other stuff, you know, because she had such a profound effect on him. And how he was sort of coping, you know. And then at some point he just switched onto it, you know, he always wins, you know what I mean? And you know, I thought, does he need to lose to sort of win this, you know what I mean? Again, it's a conundrum, isn't it? And he repeated everything in it. I mean, Moffat's writing on this has been superb. The effects, the design, all of it. I just loved that creepy castle he was in. And I loved the sort of did you get the purse refill with the red velvet jacket? You know, the velvet jacket, loved it. And as we're moving on into the episode, I keep thinking what is going on, and that thing after him, I kept thinking, is that him? Or, you know, when they're going to like the old mind transfer aspects of yourself or whatever, but it was this prison, and it was like he were in there for millions of years. We're probably in there for 10 minutes actually, it wouldn't surprise me, but it's Time Lord technology, you know. And eventually he went down there and he kept punching it, room number 12, he kept punching and punching, and that thing got hold of him, and there were sayings and words and all that. I've seen some of the meanings this week, but I've not read them, so I'm obviously going to look into this. And punched his way through. desert planet little kid there. He said, go find somebody important, tell them I'm here. And then he spoke to him, you know, I'm going to basically kick your ass, you know what I mean? The Doctor's back on Gallifrey, you know. So roll on next week. And the hybrid, is it the human being thing or something? It's got to be the human being thing, hasn't it? Because he is half human. So I could be wrong, could be right. We'll all find out on Saturday. Roll on the final episode. You know, I've got to say, Tennant was my favourite out of the new generations of Doctors. But Peter Capaldi's smashing this all the way. Awesome Doctor. This series, I mean, last series had a few bumpers in. This series with the episodes have been awesome. So, you know, one, like I said, with the Fisher King, were pretty crap. But I've enjoyed this ride. I'm going to buy this on Blu-ray when it comes out. I'm going to sit through like all of it undisturbed, you know, one after the other. So, see you on Saturday for the next Doctor Who review. Got something interesting coming up for the Star Trek 50th I want to discuss as well. It's quite a big thing. So, I'll see you on the next video. Please share and subscribe. I look a mess. Has a lot on, you know, so hopefully it'll be cleaned up, poshed up, ready for Saturday's episode. Okay guys, have a great week.